Hello, YouTube. I am back. I was not feeling very inspired to make a YouTube video this week, but I made myself a super yummy smoothie, and it's sunny out. I decided to take a little walk into the backyard forest and make some content. So, you might be hearing the world around me. I apologize if it's distracting. This week, I thought I would go into some detail about non-epileptic seizures. I should have Googled more of explaining what they are. I didn't do that, but I'm going to talk about it anyway. So they're also called pseudo seizures, as well as psychogenic seizures. They are different from epileptic seizures in the sense that there's nothing actually happening structurally in your brain. So it's hard to explain and understand. They can try and explain it as your body almost faking a seizure, which makes no sense at all because it feels very real. Yeah. Anyways, I've been having these seizures for at least 5 years now. Back like 5 years ago, they're much more spread out than they are today. I would say, yeah. Anyways, my first ones that I had were actually triggered by marijuana, and that was not good. Super, super, super sensitive. I cannot use it at all. Some people actually use it to treat their non-epileptic seizures and for functional neurological disorder, but I cannot. Very sensitive. Yeah, so I started having them. It was super random. I didn't know what it was. I just assumed it was a bad experience, bad symptoms, side effects. And so every time I tried it, kind of spaced out through the years. It would happen once in a while. And then over like the last 2 years, they were more consistent, but would happen randomly without anything. So then I was like, what is happening? So I like tried talking to my doctor about it. He was like, no, it's not a seizure, like you're conscious, and to have an actual seizure you are usually unconscious and all these other things happen. And so that's going to explain what it's like and my experience with a non-epileptic seizure. So it has changed on how they are. I think it's because I'm on medication now that they're different. Before, they were quite aggressive and violent, I would say. I would have absolute full body shaking, closing of my eyes, facial twitching, muscle twitching all over, not being able to sit up, walk, do stuff, talk. Good smoothie break. Anyways, couldn't be able to talk. And sometimes they would last like an hour, and sometimes they would be like 5 minutes in like one limb. And then on February 16th, it ramped up to seizures all day long, every day, and for no apparent reason. I was quite stressed and wasn't feeling well, so I mean, like, there were signs of it getting worse. But at that time, then, like, anything would trigger it. like trying to eat, chewing was a weird one. Flashing lights, that's actually been one for a while now. I've been to music events and got caught funny in the eye by the light and would have a non-epileptic seizure, which is so weird how these things can happen but technically not be real. I don't know. Yeah. And then as I started taking medication, it kind of got different. I don't know, they come almost like panic attacks now. Like, if I'm in almost, my doctor warned me that I would probably become an agoraphobia because anything that's like overstimulating to the brain is my trigger essentially. So like loud noises, people is a big one. Sun, heat, temperature. And so, very well the whole world. Very triggering. And so I just really struggle with being in public and going to grocery stores, especially because there was a time where I was doing that during this time of sickness, and then I would have a seizure in grocery stores, restaurants, on the beach, anywhere. And then that would give me more anxiety, being like, oh my gosh, like, sometimes they just come out of nowhere and I didn't like have warning, because like before I was like, oh, like I know how I feel, and if I start to feel not well, we can leave, and then they were just like happening all the time. And so now, with being on pregabalin and weaning off of clonazepam and then also being on venlafaxine, my seizures, yeah, they're like panic attacks. So my signs of having a seizure is I usually start to feel nauseous and then anxious for no reason, usually, kind of, well, depending on the situation. And then it's almost like I start to hyperventilate, but not because I'm anxious, but because almost like my body insides are contracting and I forget how to breathe. I also have a tick that I sniff, so obviously there's some chickens having a bad time. Obviously it seems like I'm hyperventilating if I'm and like trying to exhale but sniffing a lot. And then I might have some arm tics. I usually have a lot of upper body tics, and then my left leg will tremor, and then I will have pain in my left eye usually, and then I won't be able to keep my eyes open. They'll just start to close or blink, but then I have to close them because I can't keep them open because it causes pain. And then I'll slouch down and kind of have this like really sleepy feeling, and when that happens it can last for a long time. And like about a week ago, I was slouched over on the couch with my eyes closed, and it probably looked like I was sleeping, but I was actually stuck in this like non-epileptic seizure without being able to open my eyes. And every time I tried to open my eyes, I would tremor or tic, and I couldn't talk either. No verbal, can't tell you, couldn't talk to you. And it was really weird to be stuck for so long. It felt like I was in a cage essentially, and my mind is there, completely working, completely aware of my surroundings. I can hear everything. I'm just laying there. Sometimes I will fall asleep, but sometimes I don't, and I just am waiting for it to stop, which is challenging. Yeah. So on that note, I don't really know what else to say. I thought I would just share. I actually came up with this idea when I was having a seizure and I was stuck. And I was like, maybe I should share what it's like to have a non-epileptic seizure. It can be very frustrating to everybody around you. Myself, the people that are waiting for you to wake up. Or the people that have to carry you when your body decides that it's not gonna do its job anymore. Yeah. Last couple days have been challenging. Been sleeping excessively. And the weaning process from clonazepam has been killing me slowly. Yeah. But some days I feel okay. Try to get out. Try to just take one step at a time to get to the next thing and see how I feel. Lots of sleeping, napping, good for the brain. Going to the chiropractor again every 2 weeks. And then I start acupuncture next week. So that'll be hopefully positive. Yeah. Really don't think I will have a clear eye view on my health and what is going on with this disorder until I am completely off of clonazepam so that I'm stable, I guess. Weaning is definitely flexing and flowing and changing how I feel constantly. Yeah. So, hope it gives you some insight. Someone's having a non-epileptic seizure around you. I'm not sure if there's I've never seen someone have a real seizure, so I can't say this is how to tell the difference. But for someone who, I don't know, is, if you can talk to them, if they seem conscious in any way, you know that, or if you know that they have non-epileptic seizures. For me, if you can move me to a couch or a bed or a sitting position. Usually if I'm standing, I'm going down, so yeah. Get me away from the stimulation or somehow remove the stimulation. And then sleep. Usually just need to go to sleep for a little bit, and that helps tremendously. Unfortunately, I think almost all my seizures I have to sleep after. I think it's called post-eptal, something like that. It's common in normal seizures as well. Which is funny to say that non-epileptic seizures are fake seizures when your body does almost everything the same as a normal seizure, even though you don't know that that's a normal seizure thing. But how does your body know it? I have no idea. My life is a mystery. I should go smoothie though. Alright. If you like this, video, give it a thumbs up. Comment if you have non-epileptic seizures. Maybe we can chat about it. Subscribe if you want to know more about these wonderful health things. Bye.